Well, that could have been a little more exciting. That's right, everyone. Dragon Ball Super episode 124 just landed, and oh, yeah, that was a bit of a snooze fest, to be honest. Stormy Fierce Attack. Gohan fights with his back to the wall. Ugh, they couldn't have made Gohan sound any less capable, could they? Well, I guess it's better than Gohan's last stand. Now, for those of you wondering about the different backdrop, I'm currently in Ireland, and Galway is a Kumacon. And this is the 8th time I've been. I've had a great time, had some good panels, and I've got another one coming up later in the day. But still, we have to review Super. Also, thank you all for the entries for the hashtag Emotional Jiren fanart challenge. I received so many, it was the most amount yet. And thank you to everyone who contributed. You can find a selection of the fanart right at the end of this video, so stay tuned all the way until then. And also, keep an ear out for the next fanart challenge coming somewhere in this video. When we last left off, Vegeta had acquired a new power which caused division within the Dragon Ball community. What is this division exactly? Well, what's it called? And what is the strength? It's typical. Every time in Dragon Ball, there always has to be a transformation that we don't know the name for, and we all have to guess. It happens every single time. Also, Frieza and DYSPO were basically playing cat and mouse with each other, and Toppo was handing out justice to Gohan and 17. He will not stop fisting Gohan until he screams out justice. Meanwhile, we have Goku and Vegeta staring down Jiren as if it were a classic Dragon Ball episode, and I've seen this happen the last few episodes. It's starting to get a little bit repetitive, but Dragon Ball Z is all about repetition, so is this genuine? And then Goku's basically saying, wow, that Jiren sure is strong. That's basically saying like the sky is blue. Well, I mean on Earth obviously, here it's like a soupy green or something. Hey, it kind of actually matches this couch. The Saiyans leap forth with Vegeta getting the first strike on Jiren, which is naturally blocked, but then Goku gets another hit on Jiren from the back. It's actually causing Jiren to, well, you know, move. I mean, yeah, of course, they're not really doing much damage to Jiren, if any at all, but they're actually causing him to do something and actually have to defend himself for once. That's more than can be said in previous outings with the glorious space alien bootied one. But unfortunately, things start to unravel quite early on, in fact, with a loop of recycled animation really close to one another, with Goku, Jiren, Vegeta punching each other. Well, I mean, Jiren blocking. I mean, he doesn't really throw punches. Before Goku and Vegeta leap back to do a quintessential Kamehameha and a final flash. Here, I honestly thought that these guys here are teasing us so hard because the final Kamehameha from Vegeta, this is basically the same thing, just not entwined. Oh, guys, stop yanking a chain. There's such teasers, dang it, stop. Jiren takes the full force of the blast and it's left everyone absolutely confused as to what happened. Even Krillin and Roshi, who are usually jumping the gun, are like, did they do it? They didn't do squat, and whoa, okay, that is kind of terrifying. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that, you know, with the red aura from the energy, and the eyes being dark, and it's like, oh man, okay. That frame, that shot, yeah, props to that. After all of that, what is Jiren's reaction to Goku and Vegeta's power? Huh, that's your power. And then he just continues on as per normal. Wow, he's scathing. And then they rush each other with brilliant white light that can be really replicated in motion graphics to try and denote that something really bright happened without having to actually animate it. But it does play as a somewhat transition into the other fight between DYSPO and Frieza, although not as smooth as the previous ones because those ones were slick. This is a bit, it's okay. The two of them are going at each other pretty evenly before Frieza jumps back and then says the quintessential line, "Playtime is over," albeit slightly twisted in terms of the dialogue. It doesn't sound exactly the same, but it's to the same effect. And he even throws in the honorific DYSPO-san, which I don't know whether it's mocking him or actually genuinely being respectful, but knowing Frieza, it could be a little of both. But I think it's towards the mockery side because Frieza then says, "Oh dear boy, your movements are too linear. Surely Goku would have told you that, and he's a basic simpleton." Before going back into the mainly non-animated fight. Yeah, I think I know what's going on here. This is a relatively light episode, preparing us for some more animated and more detailed episodes further down the line. Motion tweens are aplenty as DYSPO is trying to prove to Frieza that he's someone not to be messed with because of his super speed. He will show he is the fastest in the Omniverse. Again, deja vu, anyone? DYSPO will prove that he is not the most expendable member of the A-Team Pride Troopers. DYSPO keeps on countering, and it's enough to make Frieza squeal with anger, which is just so bizarre, but yet so alluring. Shin then says that he cannot believe that Frieza's being overwhelmed by the likes of DYSPO. And this is coming from the guy that the only barometer of power that he knew for the longest time was that of Frieza. Oh, Frieza this, Frieza that. Well, that Frieza is currently being served by the really purpley speedy fasty guy. In fact, this recurred throughout the entire episode, but I noticed this again, that DYSPO's voice actor doesn't really know how to do the punch foley because it sounds really weird. Sometimes it sounds like he's going, and then sometimes it sounds like he's humming, like he's going, I don't know whether that was intentional or is part of his personality, but you go back and watch that episode around the 8-minute mark and you'll understand what I mean. Yeah, that threw me off for a while. DYSPO then thinks he's got Frieza trapped with his circle flash technique, which is basically just a donut ring, squeeze, and then explodes. Not gonna lie, Toppo names them better. But looking at the way that Frieza holds himself and his composure, he's totally fine. And he's going, oh, that kind of stung for a moment. You had me worried there, little bunny. In fact, Frieza whips out the tail again and catches DYSPO off guard. And what's the matter, DYSPO? You're not gonna run with it this time? Not become the mini-meme for a second time? Oh, it's like he's never seen this before. What happened? However, if you think that Frieza is just gonna get on with the job, then think again. This is Frieza we're talking about here. Once again, he decides to bargain with the rival universe. Much like with Universe 9, he does the same with DYSPO, offering to join sides and take out Universe 7 if Universe 11 guarantees that he will be revived at the end of it with the Super Dragon Balls. And you know that's not gonna happen. Do you think seriously Jiren's gonna allow that? We have to treat this about-face with the utmost of caution, and even Krillin says so, and he's the most cautious member of the Z-Fighters. DYSPO is left stunned, and he thinks it over for a very unusually long amount of time, given what he is, but let's not forget, he is a Pride Trooper. Pride Troopers are about justice. They are the good guys, and you really seriously think that DYSPO's gonna take it? I mean, he looks like he's kind of tempted, but ultimately, he rejects the deal, saying he will not deal with evil. I actually like this. You're doing your team proud, DYSPO, and really, if he had accepted it, that would have been a really weird moment, and that would have made things really awkward when he got knocked out. Well, looks like Frieza's not going to get what he wants, but he seems pretty golden about it. Extremely golden. We then go into the transformation from episode 95. Yes, it's recycled animation, but also, that transformation was gorgeous, so I don't mind seeing it again. Also, the music, and yeah, it suits the moment here, so you know what, I'm going to allow it. The second half of the episode begins with DYSPO just fobbing off Frieza's transformation, thinking it's just a bit of a flashy light show. But once again, as it's always the case, Frieza shows that this power's not to be messed with, and he immediately begins to act all twisted, and within 3 hits, he gets DYSPO from being squeaky clean and really powerful and at full energy, to basically being in a pile of rubble. These ones look like they actually connect. That is the exact opposite as was the case in the Resurrection F arc. Because remember those punches? They looked like they were just completely different places and dimensions. It was like we were fighting Batamo or something. But if you think DYSPO's about to be knocked out right now and we're going to be focusing on something else, then I think you're wrong. DYSPO quietly powers up, probably the most quiet power-up in the history of Dragon Ball, and immediately goes after Golden Frieza and proves to be a worthy adversary. I didn't see that coming. I thought we were going to move on to something else, but this brings up the thing once again. It sounds like something else. This time, it's more along the lines of like some kind of motorboating boat thingy. I don't know. Go watch around that part and you'll see what I mean. It doesn't match the visuals. It's weird but oddly amusing. But unlike Vegeta's new power, we get a name for DYSPO's power, and it's basically Super Maximum Light Speed Mode. Yeah, I really think you need to talk to Toppo about your names, dude. They just don't sound that good. All those words sound cool, but just not in that order. Meanwhile, the God Pad is having trouble trying to keep up with the likes of DYSPO, and the Omni Kings can't sense it either. And they're getting very annoyed about it, and what I would love to see here is them basically taking out DYSPO and erasing him because he's too fast, and they'd be really angry. But no, all that is said is that the Grand Priest will promise to make a better God Pad for next time. No, wait, next time? What next time? Frieza is in real danger of being knocked out of the arena here, and then Beerus shouts out, which catches Gohan's attention, and he immediately knows what to do. 17 tries to join Gohan in his assistance, but Toppo manages to catch 17 off guard and keep him in that fight. But Gohan, he's able to slink off. Yeah, Toppo really did not care about that guy. And this is a moment here where Gohan is truly badass because he says he's not here to protect Frieza, he's here to protect Universe 7. And throughout all of Frieza's teasing of Gohan, Gohan doesn't bat an eyelid. That bang has magical powers, which makes Gohan look like he's really got cojones and chutzpah. Frieza keeps on testing him, but Gohan is rock solid, and Frieza's somewhat impressed by this. This is not the young boy he once remembered. After a little bit of fisticuffs, Gohan's battle planning and smarts really add to the fight here and give it some kind of dynamism that we didn't see before. So Gohan's really proving his worth. I have an idea for our fan art challenge. Because of Gohan's magical bang, I think the time is right for the hashtag #TheBangIsDown. Send your fan art to me at MasakoX and just come up with something about what this bang, this magical bang, can give Gohan in terms of powers. Be creative here, and I will show a selection of them in the next review. Good luck! Gohan has a plan. He will lure in DYSPO, and then Frieza will shoot out his finger beams to act as like some kind of cage, trapping DYSPO in there so he can't use his whatever speed mode. Does this plan work? Well, actually, yes. Gohan's able to trap DYSPO in there, and DYSPO gets hit by the beams quite a few times. So, it's a smart plan. I like it. However, Frieza's getting a little bit tired, so he tells Gohan to hurry up, and this is the moment that shows that Gohan has come a long way since the days of the Resurrection F arc. Has he proven that he can take out DYSPO with one hit? Has the bang given him the ultimate Gohan boost? Well, we won't really know because Frieza then runs out of energy. Apparently he lost his grip. How do you lose your grip? Either way, after a little bit of showboating and basically Gohan trying to be the good guy, DYSPO and Gohan are out of the tournament, with basically Gohan sacrificing himself and Frieza blasting the pair of them out of the ring. Ugh. Either way, there is only 6 minutes left to go in the tournament and 6 fighters remaining. And yeah, we go back to Jiren, Goku, and Vegeta staring each other down as they often do. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of completely disillusioned with the episode now. Let's just get on to the summary. All in all, this episode felt a little bit stale in comparison to the last few. It had some really good moments in the DYSPO-Frieza fight, as well as Gohan's plan to keep DYSPO trapped. That was a good idea. There was some good plot points, but for the rest of the time, there was a lot of recycled animation here, too close to one another. They couldn't even just keep it a little bit separate, like at either end of the episode. No, we had the Jiren, Goku, Vegeta punching. That was almost on a loop. It's a real shame, and then Gohan's sacrifice right at the end of the episode, it just felt so sudden and unnecessary. But this was just such a missed opportunity. Goku and Gohan never truly got to fight with each other, like they showed at the end of the 9th ending, them going at every single enemy. Yeah, that was completely taken away from us. That was just so unfair. I just feel really hollow about this episode, despite the fact that Frieza went gold. It's just, I really didn't feel this episode, to be honest, and that's not really what could be said for the last few episodes. But anyway, that was my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 124. Tune in next time for my review of episode 125. Until then, be sure to like and subscribe. Catch you later, and on to the fan art.